Capricorn. It's Capricorn's turn. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. I'll put a link in the description when I figure out what's going on here, okay? So, pre-shuffled, let me pull. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Several people. Is this might be a love reading? Uh, you have a lot of people that like you. You're like, a lot? How much is a lot? I don't know. Let's find out. Everybody here wants you. I know everybody here thinks he needs you. But I'll be waiting right here just to show you. Ugh, someone wants to show you. You're not really receptive to... Alright now. You're working on your finances. You're working on your fitness. You're working on your peace of mind. You're working on your abundance. And I don't know if this is necessarily even on your radar here, but I feel like... There's a couple people that you know want you, and there's a couple people that you don't know. Let's see. No, I don't want this deck. I'll get there. Okay. Let me see. The situation here with you. Maybe you have a Virgo moon, or you have Virgo in your chart, but you really like order. You like to stay stimulated. Like, if someone is not intellectually stimulating to you, it's a no-go. Right? You're very salt of the earth, pillar of the community. A lot of people look up to you, maybe, so you might be one of those people that doesn't even notice that somebody likes you, and you would never assume that because maybe you meet a lot of people, maybe you interact with a lot of people, and while you can be stoic when you need to be, you know how to put your foot down because you've kind of learned the hard way. So whoever you are, you're a good communicator and you're ahead of your game. What's that? Let me look at this. Hold on. Wow. Yeah, you're unstoppable. You're on top of your game. Wave in reverse. There's something that your guides or your higher self wants to bring to your attention today for you to be proud of yourself for. And it's that you learned something in the last few years or the last 5 years that was so essential to your soul's growth and journey that they want you to kind of go on vacation with worrying about your soul or your karma or the afterlife or God or something. Like, they want you to chill on worrying if you're doing enough, if you are enough. And it's that you learn to not just go with the crowd. You didn't just do what the people around you wanted you to do. You had to learn boundaries. And you had to learn self-respect. And you've done that. So that's a huge pat on the back for you. Kiss on the forehead from your guardian angels there, or someone that has passed on that from time to time checks in on you, that loves you very much. And there was almost an addiction. Maybe you have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart too, and you're kind of a wild one. You like You like have more courage than most people, is what I am getting from Emerald here. It's something precious, it's something rare, and so of course that's going to attract a lot of attention. But for whoever you are, you don't want to settle down until you can be rooted. Root is upside down here, and you're not necessarily feeling like a familial support. Should I get into that before I get into the love thing? Something about not feeling completely supported in a way from your family. Let me see. What's that about? Oh, parents. Isn't that interesting? Parents. What? You don't really necessarily feel like you agree with your parents on love and settling down and what it means to find a mate. I think maybe you come from an old school family or a particular tax bracket, maybe, and or it's just one of those old school families where it's like we only marry into other old school families or something like that. Or even like they want you to marry a cousin or something. So that's an issue for you. And you're tasked to kind of overcome that. It's like you feel separate from their abundance. You feel separate from their stability. I feel like you come from a, a stable background on paper, but when it comes down to you really truly being supported, maybe it's like they only just barely gave you what you needed. This is for somebody, but it's like if you if you were going on a trip, maybe this is when you were younger, and you needed like let's say $500 for it, they would give you like $200 and be like, all right, sink or swim, this is building character or something, but it just ended up with you feeling less than and hungry. I don't know, that's weird. For one of you, you come from like a wealthy family, but you're really hungry. And it has something to do with your parents being overly critical, overly judgmental. For somebody, you felt like you had to earn your keep as a child, like to live in a house and be fed and be cared for. And I suppose that all of that has something to do with why you're not receptive to being open to a relationship right now that would be really good for you. So I feel like we have a kind of background here where you don't feel safe with the ones that are supposed to make you feel safe. And so that keeps you feeling a little, like you always have a poker face with how you feel. Okay, so what's the advice with having a poker face right now? It's like, oh, love is lacking in your life and it doesn't need to be. Should I just say it that way? Um, Love is lacking in your life. Yes, you're working hard and you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. There's no criticism here. Oh, yo, there's no criticism here of you. There's no, this is your homework this week. There's no, you need to work on this, none of that. You're doing the thing. If you were wondering, am I in the right place? Is this my path? Yes. The energies this weird are weak. The energies this week are weird. It's like a solar flare, or your moon sign is acting up. Do you have Gemini in your chart? Gemini? What about Gemini? Or if you're dealing with a Gemini, what? Oh, so a Gemini really likes you. A Gemini is like, a Gemini knows that you're the truth. And whether it is that you're a teacher and they know that what you're saying is the truth in like a sea of lies, or it's like a sea of mediocrity and you're this beacon of light, a unique, bright, warm, loving, pure, loving and pure. So you're a Capricorn who is loving and pure, and a Gemini sees that about you. Even though you put on your poker face, even though you're like the guy that everyone goes to for advice or for instruction. Okay, so you might be a mother, a father, a teacher, a leader, a CEO, but the Gemini sees who you are. Someone has a delusion about you. What sign is that? Oh, that came out quick. Where'd it go? Ooh, a Scorpio has a delusion about you, and that's a problem. What about this Scorpio? But we're talking about ones that want you, right? They want you. So, what's up with this? Oh my God. Huh. Scorpio with the Page of Wands and Knight of Cups, not a love triangle. The Scorpio is trying to end a love triangle that they are in that ended in complete disaster. Maybe with a prominent woman of authority and Page of Wands and a Knight of Cups. So we're talking about, maybe this would be the Scorpio in this scenario, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then the Empress, which is Venus. So that just could be metaphorically that there's someone else and it is a Scorpio and they do have very strong feelings for you. Do they, or what? What do they want from you, this Scorpio? Like, I feel like they're a little wrapped up in what they're just getting out of. Oh, they just wanna, you make me wanna, wait till you see my, they want to share their magic wand with you. Is that it? Is that the extent of it? That's the extent of that relationship. So if you know a Scorpio that kind of was embroiled in a messy relationship and they're like, it's over, it's not. That person still has feelings for who else they're dealing with. And you are what they want right now. You are sexy, you are appealing, you are smart. They look up to you. It's like the Lil Nas X song where he's talking about, I want to love the ones I envy, like the ones I look up to. That's who I want to be. That's who I want to love. You know, rated R version of love. Call me, I'll do anything. So that person is very lustily wanting you. Call me when you want, call me when you need, call me up by your name, I'll be on the way. Call me by your name. Yeah, no, not that one. Watch out for the Scorpio. They're only in it for themselves. They're only in it for their own satisfaction. And they're not done in this other thing that they're in with, I don't know. Let's move on. Oh no. Okay, so now there's someone else that wants you who is very prominent. This could be a man or a woman. Is this a woman? Let's see. So you might be a man. Yeah. Oh. It's like the queen of the world has kind of got her eye on you too. Oh boy. So switch it if you're like a cross watcher or something. You know, if you're a guy, it's the queen of the world. If it's a girl, it's the king of the world. If you're in a different type of relationship, apply that. Okay. Love does come in all shapes and sizes. Always has and it always will. What about this queen, the empress? Could be that she's a mother. What about that? Oh. Okay, well, that person isn't going to make a move, and that's interesting. So that person, oh no, I wonder if that's the same person from the love triangle and with the Scorpio person. Oh my god. Yeah. I think the Scorpio's a little tricky. I think they're a little tricky. I think that person might have a few people wrapped around their finger. I don't know, but whoever this queen is, and if this is you, just reverse the roles, who's trying to come out of kind of a love triangle, or she was with someone and they were cheating on her and she didn't realize it, and that person has some connection to you, maybe family, no, cousins, work relationship, I don't know, friend of a friend, but that, oh my god, hold on, this is weird. This is weird. Me. Eight of Cups again. Eight of Cups again. Walking away. Oh my god. The Magician. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. What should you do about this prominent person? This, maybe they're famous. Okay, maybe they're a celebrity. And maybe the messy situation is that they come from maybe a situation that they're known for, or a dynamic duo that they're known for that is now broken up or something, but it's almost like two people in that situation have their eye on you. Let me know if this resonates below, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, my Queen of Pentacles again with the Five of Pentacles. This is shenanigans. Six of Wands. No, it's just... Maybe you're in a group of friends. Okay, put it this way. Maybe you're in a group of friends and everyone is very exciting. Every single one is like next level, and anyone in the world would fall in love with you if they met you, or maybe the people around you. And so I think there's a few of you that have kind of fallen in love with each other. If this is a friend group, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of seeing, maybe if you are entertainers, or somehow you live kind of a secluded life, or you're in a troupe or a group or something, and it's kind of like Wendy and the Lost Boys, and I think maybe Wendy was with one of the Lost Boys or something, and that relationship ended, and like she's got her eye on you. So maybe it could be a prominent matriarch or patriarch that has their eye on you, and it's causing friction in the group. because this person loves this person, and this person loves this person, and this person loves this person, and it's all kind of a messy little triangle, but what they kind of all have in common is that they all have a crush on you. Is that right? Yeah. And you don't know that. And there might be friction around a couple of the people that are around you that you didn't even know have feelings for you. But your intuition is telling you. But because of your own doubts, because of how you were raised, right? It's almost like your parents tried to raise you to feel small so they could feel bigger. And while that is something that you have overcome, it taught you not to listen to your intuition. So that's something you've been working on. And your intuition is kind of saying, this person likes you. Maybe it's like the CEO of something or the boss, and you're like, no, that couldn't be. But yeah, they do. They have feelings for you, like a lot of these people do. Let me pull some piles here. Besides prominent king, queen, or celebrity or beloved, fill in the blank that has a thing for you. God, it's almost like so does their partner, but oh no. So someone is going to try and jump into bed with you. Not that they don't find you attractive, they do, but it's more to punish somebody else that they were with for something they're mad at. Yeah, it's a really kind of immature thing. So if you can stay away from anyone who you know is in, God, almost like a famous couple or something. It's like the woman in the situation is very mature and the man in the situation is very immature, kind of self-serving. It would be like this fuckboy energy. They really only care about their magic wand in that moment. And so if you can stay away from anyone that matches that description, whether it be the queen or the knight that she's messing with and his friend or something. I don't know. Who's the friend? Who's the other person in that? Boy. So you also have like a prominent king in love with you. Or no, it's literally that 7-7. Everybody here wants you. Everybody here thinks they need you. But there's one that you need to go to, and I feel like it's the Gemini. This is someone that you should also, yeah, it's the Gemini. They have Gemini or Aries in their chart, or they're in Aries with Gemini in their chart. Let's say Libra moon. Maybe they have a Libra moon. I don't know, but that's the one. They're going to bring you peace. They're going to bring you comfort. It's going to be a childlike fun. And it's not going to feel like you're manipulated. So several of these people, I think those are the ones that are kind of tugging on your consciousness. And I think this one is not even really in your peripheral right now. So how are you going to know that that's the one? Because I see not necessarily marriage right away, but a closing the book on the first half of your life, and then when you meet them, it's fun, it makes sense, and they won't pressure you into marriage. They won't pressure you into a commitment. They'll be fine with getting to know each other first, maybe even moving in together first, which could be something, oh, is that the parent thing? It could be something that your parents are very against, or your family, or the community. But honestly, the advice here is to not let your parents pressure you into a marriage. Do not let your family pressure you into making a decision and making a commitment, because whoever is really for you is not going to force you to do that. They're not. So that means at your core, you're not ready to sign papers or have a ring on your finger. And that's okay. And whoever is for you, I'm getting the Page of Cups here, is how they feel for you. It's pure. It's honest. There's no narcissism here. There's no control. There's no lust even. Yes, they will, it's like, yes, you will love each other physically, but on a next level, and it will be gradual. It won't be lust first. So, what's a clue that they're the one I'm talking about? Six of Wands. Yeah, they would never ask you to be in an open relationship because I don't think you're that kind of person. And it's going to work. It's not going to feel like it's dragging you down. It's going to feel like, yep, that makes sense. That's the one. So the warning, I guess, would be, if there was one, stay away from lust. Stay away from one-night stands. Stay away from someone who's already in a relationship. Even if you can really see yourself with that person. Even if it's exciting and fascinated that they would be in love with you, like maybe if it was a celebrity. They're not out of the woods yet. So what's the deal with that? Oh boy. That person has a lot that they have to work out before they can even be with someone new. So whoever, like the queen is, or the king, CEO, whoever it is that's a big shot that has their eye on you, they're just not ready on their path yet to be in another committed relationship with you. So it's just a passing fascination. I'm sorry to say it that way, but it's not necessarily who you're going to settle down with. Thunderbolt. Six of Swords, Seven of Swords. The King of Swords. Okay, so the other person that likes you is probably the worst news of all of them. It's probably the worst news of all of them. They have Taurus in their chart. They have Libra in their chart, Aquarius, maybe Aquarius moon. But they're not telling you the truth about anything. You know, it's to propel them forward. You are arm candy to them. You are the one that everyone wants, so they want you, right? They want the best. If the best is you, they want you. It has nothing to do with them having deep emotional love for you. And at the end of the day, it's what's in it for me. So this is kind of an older person. They probably have a lot. They probably know a lot. They might be a lawyer or a judge or someone who sees things in a literal, linear, black or white way. And whoever you are, you're obviously an artistic genius. And that doesn't work for you. You can't live in a black and white world. And so if that's the relationship that you are in right now, where you're thinking of get out, get out, get out, save yourself, they're strategically with you, not lovingly with you. Okay, so if that's not someone you're with, it's also someone that has their eye on you. Avoid the noid. Just say no. I'm going to leave it there. Who else? There's one more. Someone else that's tugging on your consciousness that loves you and wants you. Or that just wants you. Is it love and want or just what? It's just want. It's just want. You gotta be kidding me. So, I don't know if you live in a small town and everybody knows each other, or if you're in like a troupe where everyone is sexually open and everyone's already slept with everyone. But this relationship, it's also God. It's almost like the king's in love with you and the queen's in love with you or something. That's for somebody. But the king is no good. This emperor is bad news bears. The devil. He wants to enslave you. He wants to chain you to the wall. So if there's someone that's trying to get you into a sadomasochistic sexual relationship, stay away from that person or stay away from that scene. Two majors here representing that with King of Swords. Stay away from any sadomasochistic relationships. Period. So if this represents a group or a group of people that live that way, it's telling you if it had a purpose, it served it, and you need to leave. And for somebody else, it has no It has a what? It's surface level pleasure, but it's debilitating for your soul. And you're working towards freedom. You're fighting for peace. All right, this is slavery. It just is. Somebody thinks of everyone that they encounter as a slave or part of their harem. This could be, like the head of a record company or something, and he thinks everybody that is signed under him is in his harem and he has access to them at all times. And you need to put your foot down with that. That's absolutely a no. That's absolutely a no. And if it's a CEO or the owner of the restaurant you work at and he thinks of everyone that works for him as part of his harem or something, that's absolutely a no. You need to work on leaving. Don't get sucked into this devil's vortex. They're not telling you the truth about what they want from you. And I'm going to leave that there. Bottom line here, what to do. There's a first time for everything. Okay, so if you're not known for being particularly aggressive, this is the time. And if you do have Scorpio in your chart, you have to understand that sometimes people might take it the wrong way when you're kind or when you're sweet. They might think it's flirting. So I guess for one or two of you, it's that you have to say straight out to people that are looking at you with hearts in their eyes. Some of you, they have hearts in their eyes. They have your name, coming out of their heart with little butterflies, like they can't stop thinking about you, and you have no interest in them whatsoever. That could be separate from those piles. I think those piles are the ones you know about, maybe, or you're wondering about. But, oh yeah, there's like 10 other people. Everyone here wants you. Everyone thinks you're beautiful. Everyone thinks you're talented. But that doesn't mean that everybody gets time with you, access to you. It's time to make some, what you would have thought in the past is severe judgment calls. Okay, you're not going to be Miss America here. You're not going to be a martyr. You're going to be the hunter. And you're getting rid of everyone that doesn't belong in your circle. You're getting rid of anyone that thinks of you as a prize, a commodity, or anything other than a beautiful, pure soul who deserves true, unconditional love and abundance. Okay? Was that harsh? So it's saying goodbye. It's saying I don't think of you in that way. And it's doing it in a way that makes it clear. So if you thought you made it clear with someone and they keep coming back, you have to look them in the eye and say, I'm not interested in a romantic relationship with you, and I would actually like to be left alone. Okay? It's not, oh, I don't know, like no hard feelings, and I hope you don't take this the hard way. No, Thunderbolt comes in and it changes everything. And it may be shocking for some, and it may be scary for some to see someone so like beautiful and kind normally stand up and say, no, leave me alone. I don't like you like that. Okay, so you may have to say that to someone in a way that scares them away and they go home and cry, but that's not your problem because they're tugging on your essence. Is it the Scorpio? It might be the Scorpio. I don't know. But you have to make a judgment call. What's important here is your financial abundance, your generational wealth that you've been working for. And right now, you're almost getting caught in this vortex of so many people who just want to be in your energy right now, and you have to shut it down. And you have to, based on the scientific evidence that you have seen. So, not your feelings, what are the facts here? Who belongs in your circle? Who really loves you, baby? Who loves you? And who just wants you? Who just wants you in bed? Who just wants to tie you up? Who just wants to tie you down? Those are answers that your intuition is kind of trying to lead you in that right direction. So if you're not sure yet, that means information's coming, right? To show you for, yeah, chill. Work on your abundance. Build your own life. You create the world that you want to live in. You're in charge. You make the rules. You enforce the rules. You work hard. You play hard. You chill. And you don't let anyone put more on your plate right now that has nothing to do with you or your responsibilities. And it's not your responsibility to give access, time, and energy to everyone that wants you right now, because everyone wants you right now. Okay? So it's like, worry about yourself. Make sure that you feel safe and comfortable and comforted. And if you are in the public eye, maybe you're the famous one here. You know, maybe you are literally the king or the queen or the leader or whatever. What will make you feel safe? Do you have psycho fans? Do you have stalkers? Do you have someone that you can see is trying to push your buttons or maybe even cause you chaos? Well, you can hire a bodyguard. You can hire a private investigator. You can do that in your own time in a way that you don't have to wonder, is someone stalking you? Is someone watching you? Who is hire someone, figure it out. This is 2022. It's not 1956. If someone's watching you, you can figure it out. If someone's trying to steal from you, you can figure it out. If someone's trying to pressure you into something for something else, if someone is in another secret relationship, honestly, you can figure it out. You can ask them straight to their face. So you're getting clear in a way that makes you feel comfortable and safe. This is about your security, your comfort, your peace of mind, period. If there's anything that causes you chaos and gets you further away from this peace of mind, it's a no-go. You cut it out. You make that final judgment call. There's a finality here. It's not, well, maybe I'll see you next month. It's goodbye. Good luck. Sorry to yell at you. It's goodbye. And you don't look back with that. It's for the best. It's for the best. Because the one that's coming in, it will be at your leisure. It will be in your time. It will be when you're ready. So if you have your walls up, it's for a reason. Don't judge yourself for keeping people at an arm's length and they're like, what is it? What, did I do something? You do not have to engage in any conversations. You don't have to explain yourself and you don't owe anybody anything. And if you have to come in and say something and put your foot down and be like, hey, leave me alone. No, this is block them. It's not bless them. It's not block them and bless them. It's say the thing, block them and move on. And how they feel about you is none of your business. It doesn't matter. It's not your problem. Say what you got to say because whoever you are, you might be incredibly intuitive and it's actually kind of pulling your consciousness in all these different ways. So block it out. And you can just do that thing where you take a spiritual bath and your intention there is to release all energies that don't belong to you there. Any negative attachments that someone's trying to, and it might be that someone practices black magic or something and they want to wear you down to make you walk away from the one that is real for you. So yeah, you definitely have some people with good intentions that want you, but they're not all for you. There's one that is, and there's people with some bad intentions that just want to love you and leave you, or put a notch in their belt, or make whoever they're with jealous, and they don't really love you, and you need to know that, okay? So don't let anyone make you feel like you have to make a decision in love. You don't. You just don't. You're in charge here. You're in control here. Stay in control. You make the rules, okay? You make the rules and you enforce the rules with this love situation where everybody here wants you and everybody thinks they need you and everybody wants a piece of you. Not your problem. Not your problem. Okay, so burn sage. You decide, you imagine like a beautiful waterfall all around you, keeping you protected. Keeping you protected from the ones that feel like it's, God, yeah, the ones that want to suppress your intuition, the ones that want to keep you in a contract. Don't sign any new contracts. If you feel weird about it, don't do it. If you're in a contract already and you feel tied to it, there's a loophole. Stay prayed up, ask for help from your guardian angels or your higher self, and figure out a way to get out of that contract, because everything is possible. This is your world. You create it. You make the rules, remember? And if there's something that doesn't work for you anymore, you let it go. There are no binding contracts in the heavenly realms, only in hell, only in the hellish realms. So if you're in a situation where you're like, oh my God, I'm bound, this is hell. Yeah, maybe so, but you have everything you need to leave, to walk out, to choose that door and never look back. You're not truly bound to anything that you can't get out of. Okay, so you're not powerless. You're in control. Stay in control. You see clearly. Not everyone belongs in your entourage. You may have to be curt or to the point and a little more pointed with your tone than you normally are this week, but you can do it. It's for the best. It's for your protection. Okay, you're soaring higher and taking it to another level. And that's bringing a lot of attention your way. But that means that it's just an exercise, an exercise in protecting what you've worked for, your heart, your soul. And maybe you knew how to do that in a physical way, and now you're learning how to do it in a spiritual way. Because it's more than just that, and I think you feel it. And if you're feeling really weird energy this week, like I was saying, it's not just that. It is also like the phase of the moon mixed with the solar flare and all the mess that's going on in society. You know, it's rough out there. So protect yourself physically, protect yourself spiritually, and whether everyone wants you or not, you're staying focused on your goals. You're staying focused on what makes you feel like a happy child? What makes you feel safe, loved, provided for? And if your family still to this day makes you feel like you need to earn your keep with them, it's part of your path to walk away from that tradition that they are a slave to and they don't realize it. So for some of you, it's walking away from parents or family. And maybe you never thought you could do that or would do that, but you are absolutely capable of being self-sufficient. Okay, you are creating a long-term legacy. Maybe they don't belong there. Maybe they don't belong there. And you're never going to treat your kids like they treated you. That's for somebody. You will fall in love. You will have children. You'll be an incredible mom or dad if you're not already. It's something that the entire world will respect, your empire that you're building. Maybe you grew up to believe that that old way of life, tradition, fraternity, sorority, whatever, society was respected by the world. And now you're realizing, oh no, that's kind of darkness. That's kind of darkness. And the empire that you are creating with your own hands, don't let them swoop in when you get that Oscar award or that Emmy, or that one of you is getting an award. Like, don't let the parents then swoop in and be like, oh yes, this is our child, and we can, like, they for some of you, they were not there for you when you were in the dirt, and now they're going to all of a sudden show up now that you get the Oscar, the Emmy, the Tony, the philanthropist, whatever it is, Pulitzer. They're going to all of a sudden show up. Do not be so soft-hearted that you are just like, they're my family, they're my blood, we just do whatever. Remember, this is in reverse. So it could be your greater spiritual task is to walk away from that situation. Sometimes people don't realize that you've been doing the same thing in the same cruel dynamic for millions and millions and millions of years. Like, we're not in Kansas anymore, okay, Toto? Like, we really need to walk away from the things that hurt our soul and keep us suppressed and unhappy. Any sort of abusive relationship, if it's your family, that's you choosing to walk away from that. And this is a reminder that you have everything you need to stay afloat, to keep yourself happy, to build generational wealth outside of that you came from, or that you feel tied to, or that gave you your beginning in your career or whatever. You don't owe that anything. You don't owe a corporation anything, or someone else's dream. If you've been working towards someone else's dream, it's time to walk away from that. Okay, and if what I just said was confusing to you, just let it go. If you know, you know. But you are soaring higher than where a lot of people around you can go right now. Okay, never get advice from people who have less courage than you. That could be your parents. I'm sorry. This will be confirmation. It won't be like new information, but I kind of feel like I'm wrapping this up here. So to reiterate, there's a million people that want you, that love you, that are kind of lusting after you, but there's really only one. And it's going to feel like a friendship. It's going to feel like an old friend. You're going to be able to feel like a little kid again together. They probably are an Aries or a Gemini. Or have that in their chart somewhere. Or reverse it. And they're a Capricorn and you're like a Gemini or something. But it's a beautiful thing. It will bring you what you want, and it will work perfectly with your life. They won't pressure you into a commitment. So if someone is, that's not the one. It's okay to say goodbye. Not even good luck and goodbye. Goodbye. For some of you, I'm about to curse, fuck off. For some of you, it's like that Arctic Monkey song where he says something about like, that last fuck off might be too kind. Like, fuck off might even be too kind for what you need to say to someone that might be the Scorpio. I don't know. Or the deranged father, or deranged CEO. I don't know. You are a jewel. You have something to protect. Protect it. And it's your peace. And it's your security. So this is all about peace of mind, security, physical comfort. If you have to hire like a bodyguard, like maybe you are part of a record label or something and they have that, but they're not providing it. You're going to dip into your own personal finances and get your own bodyguard. And if the group that you, or the CEO that you belong to, or whatever it is, the corporation is like, you can't do that, you're going to get a lawyer to point out that it's not in the contract that you can't do that. Or there's a loophole there. Okay, so there's going to be something where you get your way. So don't decide right now, oh, it's impossible. Oh, there's a contract. Oh, I'm tied to this. No, stay positive. You are smart. You are inventive. You are creative. You'll find a way out of that hole if you feel like you're in a hole. And if everything's kind of going okay and you understand this, but you still feel weird, remember there's those solar flares that are acting up. Okay, so it won't last forever. It'll just be like maybe another week or so. And time will, maybe time speeding up and slowing down, speeding up and slowing down. It's starting to freak you out. Don't freak out. It's going to be okay. Stay optimistic. And your goal is your dreams, unconditional love, and respect from those around you. And if you have those around you that don't respect you, no matter who they are, without shame or judgment, you say goodbye or fuck off or whatever. Or if they don't even deserve that, block it. If you know it's going to be a fight, block it, move on, don't look back. Wow, so much for a mini. You can do it, Capricorn. I'm going to let it go. I'll see you for the next one. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.